What's happening, people? Shit. What's happening, people? Be a good interview this tonight, you know. He's done a video today as well, Fighting Talk UK. And I've just watched it and couldn't agree with it more. I think he's got some talent, this fella, you know, from an interviewer. And loads of people are on YouTube and podcast, and actually they own probably some biggest podcasts in the UK, but their interviews sometimes awkward. But Fighting Talk, he gives a good description. He's not shy. He doesn't sit on the fence. Well, he doesn't sit on the fence, but he doesn't take sides. He's very mutual, and he does very well. So I think tonight will be a good chat because the two of us will, especially myself as of late, like, yeah, I'm just doing what I want to do now. So I think two of us would be good to chat to. So I'll have a little chat with him for 10 minutes. Anyone's welcome to pop on. There's the little introduction. Let me just copy that. Should be in the chat now. He should. So there's the link. Anyone else try and get on that link? Just wait till we've had a little chat, and you're more than welcome to come on. I'm fishing, people. A little radio on. There.
Sold out, start to go mental. I can't miss my love with my schedule. Always asking me why I'm never home. I just
it's on the bank.
Wake up looking sexy and she's stunning when she calls.
Do you work for NTK, bro? No, mate, you know. Yes, the Irish. Always get love off the Irish, mate. Liam got some poems about you and Bobby K. Fucking weird people, you know. Even writing poems about it and that. Come and see me, mate. I'll sign your bird tits for it. Fishing beats tonight, 1,000,000%. Bro, my mate's just had one before, and he actually said to me, "Is that gonna count?" Because it was nearly in. He had a big catfish, but that's not gonna count. So, where's the big fella then, mate? But yeah, if you haven't seen his interview, has anyone watched his interview? And if you have, well, not his interview, his video we put on YouTube, Fighting Talk UK. If you have watched it, what did you think of it? Was it a good interview? Was it honest? How did you find it? Sweet Jimmy Driveways, lad. Appreciate that, son. If you haven't liked the video already, people, get some likes in there. I don't know anything about mods. One of my mates set this up, so whoever he's picked is picked, and I don't know how to do it, and he's not answering the phone, so come on, Fighting Talk. Me and what's happening, brother? Oh, you're okay, mate. If you're not following as well, team me in, man. Good kid, dedicates his life to fighting. Good kid. A lot of time for him. Carries himself very well as well, to be honest with you. Doesn't get involved in no shit. Very good lad. So yeah, there's the link, man. Fighting Talk. Come on, son. I didn't ever ask, mate, if I'm honest with you. And I don't want to sit here and say I was promised this and I was promised that. Other people who were on YouTube channels were saying figures that I'd never even heard myself, so I'd never asked. I weren't really doing it for dough, mate. I hated the fella, so. Fighting Talk, excellent. What's hard to be clever. Bro, do you know what I think's happened, Jen? Let's just see if this is the big fella. No. It's not him. Where is he, man? Fight and talk, brother. Jump on. Right, people, stay there. I'm just gonna phone them dead quick. Don't go nowhere, right? It's coming on now. Let me just copy this link. I'll send them it on WhatsApp. Give me one sec. Yeah, it's coming on now. Get the likes in, people. Monk, do your thing, brother. I ain't got a clue how to get them. Hit the like for Ditchy. Come on. Listen, people, look. What I'm doing here, yeah, I don't get paid off YouTube. I don't do none of that shit, but just appreciate, man. I'm coming on and giving you honesty, and like I'm not beating around the bush and being like one of these weird fellas who like has obsessions with people. Everyone's talking about what's happening, so it's about time people on channels like spoke properly. There he is. Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, mate.
How are you?
Not too bad, mate. Still haven't caught a thing, yeah. Haven't caught it. It's all about being out the house for me, to be fair, bro.
Wow.
It's all
Are you
about
still
being
fishing? Are you still actually fishing, yeah?
Lad, I'm fishing, yeah. Right?
Oh, wow.
Look at the ditchy fella, lad. So I've been in work, new job, cushy lad, finish early, nice little shit, nice little number. So finish work, come fishing. I'm doing the night, but I'm driving straight to work from here.
Wow. What a life, eh?
Fucking need it, mate. Stressed out all the time, lad. You know what I mean? What's happening,
So,
mate?
all good, mate.
For
Go
anyone
on.
who's not so for anyone in the chat who's not on it, or for anyone in the future who'll watch this, Fight and Talk, as I say, 3D Fight Club, he was everywhere. He got all the interviews everyone wanted to see, and he never avoided asking people questions that people wanted answering. So, I've just watched the live he's done, and we're going to speak about that in a minute. But where the fuck have you just appeared from, bro? Because you're taking over this shit, I'm not going to lie.
Okay. I haven't really appeared from anywhere, man. Fucking the very first fighter I went to interview years back was Lee Murray. Obviously, everyone knows who Lee Murray is.
What, Lightning
That was years ago, and that was when this sort of internet was first around. I didn't really know how to upload to YouTube. Then I went into did a channel and I interviewed Decca and followed bare knuckle boxing in the early days. Then I went into boxing promoting, basically, and then I've just reappeared again. I see the Danny Christie fight and Decca Eggy fight, and I thought it's a good time to someone to be a mutual in the bare knuckle world. And I've stuck to the same principles from the first interview. And I know people get wound up with Dean Lynch at Wald, but I have tried to have banter with him. Dougie's very hard to have banter with, yeah, really hard to have banter with. But Dean and Ash, man, and Ash McGriffin especially. So yeah, I haven't appeared from nowhere. I've been around a long time, but I've just appeared on YouTube more now, thanks to 3D Fight Club. To be fair,
I'll tell you. So again, obviously, thanks to 3D Fight Club, it was about. But we'll get into all that in a sec, yeah. But with yourself, like, it's good now where a lot of YouTubers and a lot of people are now seeing the Danny Christie and Decker, and it's turned everyone into like a fucking menace now. It's created a lot of adrenaline, but it's also showed the way where you can solve your issues in a type of way.
In a fair way as well. In a fair way.
Yeah. So with myself, obviously, I was going to go on 3D. I let myself down, and anyone who's subscribed to me or followed me for the journey I've been on, I've let them down as well. But I apologise for that. Over time now, you feel less apologetic because of how the person's still carried on acting. But it was a bit of a muggy move for me, lads. It was a slap round the head, and you're seeing people say like punching all that weight and all like that. But with yourself, um, you're one of the only people who have seen make a video, tag me in it, speak to me, and like I've watched things where I think, fuck, cheeky cunt, but I can understand it in a sense. You get what I mean? When other people do things, they say stuff, and you see a little malicious side behind it with yourself. I've watched belter things about yourself, mate. All your interviews you've done since 3D and on 3D, brilliant. You spoke to me the other day. I haven't felt at ease with someone like that talking for a long time. Other people, you'd have to be careful because there's ulterior motives with yourself and with me, hopefully tonight and even in the future. Like just talking and like even like behind the scenes talking, there's a similar. There's no hate towards anybody. If that makes
No,
any sense, it's just an honest chat between two fellas about what we think's happening in the world of what we're in. And
it
I
doesn't.
think we're both bang on, to be fair. So we'll get into that in a minute.
But you know, when I seen that with you, Liam, was you had all the falling out with Fighting Trolls, yeah? Big shout out to Fighting Trolls.
Yeah.
And I seen the other week that video that was going on, and you generally rang him and you was trying to help him. So all the shit you have with people, if you see someone that you've fallen out with that's, you know, maybe in a bad place or something, you still reach out to them. Not a lot of people do that, so
Mate,
I do respect you for that.
you've got to remember with Paul, lads, right? It's obviously, I only heard me views in public with him because he wouldn't do it in private. And he was asking me to go on live and talk to him, lad. And like I was trying to sort of personal little thing between us, like just privately, do you know what I mean? But you know, if you're genuine towards someone for so amount of time, and I've seen him grow, lads, from wanting to quit his channel when no one even knew who he was, Paul. So, like, to see him now grow, it's easy to run away with YouTube, and it's easy to run away with comments and subscribers, and like the hype sometimes what's around you. It's very easy to run away with it. I've done it myself. But sometimes you're led down a garden path, which I've seen with himself, and I've seen him like go up and down. But I wouldn't like to ever see anyone who I've ever spoke to or ever like reached out to in the past or been round to be like that, no matter if I like them or not. Do you know what I mean? Just principle, lad. It's it's a spiteful old place, this gaff, mate.
It is, and for me, I mean, I get sent so many videos that are on YouTube and stuff like that, you know, and it gets to the point where I put my videos up, and I've got a separate YouTube channel at home, which like is unrelated to any of this, which I just watch my stuff on, man, because it becomes when you do videos. Say if I do a video with you, then the next day, like loads of little snippets of you will come up, right? That's
Yeah.
what it'll be filled with. So it's very hard to watch your own YouTube channel that you have your channel on because you see all the negatives and that coming up, and I really don't like it. When I do interviews, I see people for what they are there and then, you know.
1,000,000%, bro. And like with what's happened the past week between me and like obviously I've spoke to you about that and we've done. People say about clout, right? And I see people making videos every day talking about Ditchy doing it for clout, yeah. Them every one of them people start their videos with my name. Or that snitchy bumperclad daft name, what that and give, yeah. That's the start of all their videos, bro. With me, I clickbait myself. So like I'm not no if I was a clout chaser, right, I'd have went on and fought Ash and fighting trolls and all these other people and been in some big mad circus, yeah. But with myself, bro, like my channel's Liam Ditchy, so what the trolls don't realise by doing that, people watch the state of them and where they are in life. Don't you know? Loads of them had actually helped them, bro. No, instead of clickbaiting me, if they got hold of me or commented or like I seen one of the videos and it was reasonable or it weren't just weird, and I'd reach out and like just half help them out, bro. Any day of the week, mate. So I don't get why some people do it, but the people who do it, when these people watch them, they type in my name and the first thing what comes up is my channel to subscribe because it's Liam Ditchy. So I don't mind trolls, bro, but they sometimes come across very malicious with my job. No one knew about that till I spoke to you. And since then, I think people have half realised, like, bro, I've only ever tried to come on here and I've done a podcast with Marv titled it as Groomed by Darren, yeah. If anyone watched it, I don't even think I mentioned Darren once, but I was on about the family in general, and I didn't create that name, and it stuck for ages. Like I've created that, and that's what I've said. And like, if anyone watched it, it was just me talking about a young kid and myself, just being around the older lads, mate, and just it is what it is, mate. That's what happens everywhere. But I've done all that to help others, bro, and come home, got work, and like I've had get on this, mate, right? So my job went through people complaining to Network Rail, to sending pictures of me with no PPE on, sending snippets of me on Paul's Live, telling them that we were both on it on the weekend and shit like that. I was getting DNA drug tested all the time, bro, all the time. I knew it was time for me to go, but then they disciplined me over the social media and health and safety and all that shit. So then, in the other hand of that, I got a new probation officer about 6 months ago, yeah, because my risks lowered. And someone on Instagram who's come off YouTube, and I think it's Guess Who the name is, yeah, on YouTube. What they've done, lad, yeah, and him and living in London, I've basically contacted my probation. They've made a fake account on an official government website, right, of my name, and commented my probation officer who I actually had, and I only had it for a week, so my head was gone thinking, wow, I've only just got it. Like, they're sending me screenshots on Insta of like commenting to someone called Kim, but the real, I'm not going to say the second name, but tagging a name on like Essex Council websites and that, say, but in my name, calling her all kinds. So my head was gone thinking, wow, if they know my probation officer, they know my address, like, they're like, so, as I say, lad, I'm not stupid, and I know I'm in public here, but I'm not daft. So after I seen that, I was a bit paranoid that people had my address, yeah. But my probation rang me, lad, and like, Liam, I just wanted to ask you a question. I'm someone from probation, and we've received a complaint by your probation officer, Kim, saying she feels threatened by you because you called her this. And I'm looking, I didn't want to tell probation about it, lad. It was in me messages, but I didn't think they were actually going to do it. But like, lad, I was nearly crying on the phone, just thinking, wow, man, like, I'm coming away from doing all this stuff to help people, bro, and focusing on myself, because I'm slowly slipping away from what I've done. And since I've been home to help myself, I'm slipping away through being involved in all this shit. And so when I've seen interviews like yours, and when you've done videos where you've spoke about situations, I've had situations spoke about me, bro, where people have added not 10 pence, they've added about £1 million to the story. But with you, and especially the one you've done tonight, mate, I just want to congratulate you for that, because how you worded it, what you said, how you said it, I've been thinking that myself, but I didn't want to appear to be an arse-licker, and thought, am I going to be an arse-licker describing it like that? But watching how you've said it, it's spot on. So,
Well,
myself
thank
being
you.
through what I've been through on YouTube, and still wanting to trust someone like yourself to speak to in private, and it's a lot, bro. And to just be able to chat to someone like I did the other day, it was special. If you had a podcast and you was to sit people in front of a table and film it, you'd do very well, bro. So that's a compliment to you, and I'm happy to have you on tonight. So, like, yeah, what more can I say about you, mate? I think the people now are in the chat wanting to know about 3D and what we both think, bro. I think we've gone over yourself.
Right, can I just say, right, I've not got my reading glasses on. I don't know where they are. I cannot see any comments.
I haven't got time to watch them. I'm talking to you. I'm not one of them people who are in the comments.
Okay,
while I'm talking to someone. I'm not ignoring them.
Obviously, listen, I was just a commentator of 3D. I interviewed all the fighters here, so I wasn't part of the promotion. But if anyone's got any questions,
you know a lot about it.
I do. So,
with myself, I was with them from the start and was meant to fight, and I know a lot about it too, and I know about the inner workings and the.
Are you bringing some people? Are you bringing people in for this chat?
Not yet. So between me and yourself, yeah. In the background, right? I don't want people to think because fell out with Dean that it's anything to do with the whole event and people and everyone to do with it, yeah. So I just want to make this clear to everyone now. Like, I'm not ducking no fight. I want the fight. I call for the fight, and the fight will happen. And I'm not going nowhere, right? No one's talking me out of anything, and I'm not gonna ever get bullied into talking out of it. I am who I am, and I've said what I've said. I'd rather do that than be involved in a circus. But moving forward, and the I think with myself, bro, I'm going to talk to you just a chat now in front of all these people just to get it out and what I think, because people, like, you know, they've been glued to this, and I've spoke to fighters behind the scenes, you have, and we know what's happening. So myself, I done a video with Ash Griffin, and off the back of that, Dean didn't like what I said, and I think I done them very good justice on that video. If anyone watched it, I've spoke to Dougie about that video. Dean, at the time, they thought it was offensive, but I think over time they've seen it wasn't. But to call me all the names they did in public and apologise in private, done me head in, but just made me feel like a proper knob. That's why I've done what I've done and other things behind it. But with your video tonight, you've explained the bar, because what we've seen since yesterday is all the fighters get 200 quid. And I think 300 quid. I think Ash McGiffin's even come out on a video and said he's only had 200 quid too. I'm under the illusion that's probably came from Dougie to stop the pressure of all the people on them. I'm also under the illusion that event cost a lot of dough, bro. Like,
Definitely.
You see boxing events, like Frank Warren does shows in like York Hall, and there's always boxing events in York Hall and all that.
Yeah, yeah.
They wasn't as good promotion and venue and atmosphere with regard to flames walking out when you're a fighter coming out, the music, the lighting, the
TV effects.
That all costs a lot of dough. What I think personally hasn't done that 3D Fight Club any favours. And don't forget, I was meant to be part of that, so I'm glad that I wasn't, because I probably would be one of the people having a go, because obviously people act in anger, mate, and straight away you're angry. You should never do videos in anger, bro. I've learned from that in the past. So some people have done that now, can't take it back and have to stick with it, and including on 3D Fight Club side.
Yeah, Liam, and one thing we've got to remember, this to them is work. These boys, some of these boys, Mickey,
and it's the
particularly.
first job first job they've done.
Yeah, and you want your wages, don't you? Like, none of us go work all week.
So the fighters have spent, say, 12 weeks, and they've spent money on camps and spent this and spent that. But the other thing that I can come back at with, and this is no disrespect to no one, I've seen at least 2 or 3 of them say that they were going to be the absolute face of the whole thing, and they were going to take over the show, and they've got the most support and backing that they've ever seen, and they're gonna make 3D happen. But then you've got to look at, like, support on YouTube and in comments and that, right? And in views is not unlike support what will actually buy a ticket to turn up and watch it.
No way.
People, I think myself, Dougie, right? Let me just go on to Dougie, yeah. And if he's watching, or if he's watching in the future, there's no disrespect, Dougie, yeah. I think you being in the background and Dean and Ash basically running the show, I think it's left you open for mad criticism, because I think them two have made themselves too available to the general public in regard to random questions and answering every question. And sometimes you can't go back on what's said on a live or on the internet. I think, myself personally, Ash is too nice to people in live chats and in general. I think he needs to speak a bit more of his actual mind. I think Dean is totally different to Dougie. I think Dougie loves the camera, but in his own way, where he won't talk on it, but he loves to, like, show off and that, you know what I mean? But then there's Dean, who's a talker on camera, and I don't think the way he talks has helped 3D Fight Club with regards to probably selling people a dream. But you've got to remember, if I was them, right? This is my opinion, yeah. If I had the dough Dougie's got, yeah, because I reckon he's fronted that. I don't reckon anyone else has fronted that. I reckon that was him. What do you think?
Well, I mean, I can't talk
fronted the dough for that.
I can't talk for pre-sales. I think personally, Dougie Joyce could have probably blagged it with anyone because he's well known in Manchester. But Dougie Joyce would have definitely had to put probably £10,000 of his money in, I should imagine.
I don't mean to the fighters. I mean to the venue. Who do you reckon?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So before the show, I certainly think Dougie probably would have had to put, or somewhere from there would have had to come £5,000 to £10,000.
Yeah.
Like at least to, for the venue.
And that's
know,
without knowing what you. That's basically just going in blind, isn't it?
Yeah, that is definitely. I mean, you can't book a venue like the Bowlers for fuck all, can you?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a really good venue, to be fair.
Lads, have you ever inquired about how much lighting costs?
Sorry, mate. Shut up. Shush. Sorry, that's my dogs, man.
Do you know the lighting, like the laser lighting and all that shit? Have you ever inquired about prices of them?
Mate, when I did my shows years ago, I did, and it was like it was like over £1,000. It ain't cheap. Ain't cheap at all.
This is up to you to, as I say, you're a fair man, and I'm just I might be a bit too honest lately. But my opinion, bro, is I reckon out of most, it was probably Dean had the relationship with all the fighters with regard to talk to them about what was going to happen and what was going to get
Dean
paid.
was the matchmaker for sure. Dean was the matchmaker.
Well, he said that himself, Annie. So Ash, on the other hand, was the organizer of like the legitimate side of it. This is my view.
Yeah.
And I think Ash took a lot of pressure on himself and started getting too used to making himself too available, bro.
Yeah, but let's be honest, the geezer never turned his phone off. He always answered people. He carried on doing his live.
That's right. See with me, lad, right? I'm just a fucking gobshite who's got a phone and an opinion, just like everyone else is the exact same as me, lad, yeah? But with myself, lad, I don't go on every live and show me face every night. I don't show me bed. I don't show me kids. I keep me private life private, bro. And I know what I'm doing and why I'm doing it, if that makes sense.
It does.
With Ash, he's become too into the YouTube side of it and will answer every single question. Sometimes when you're like involved in YouTube, you're open to criticism. All the fighters who jumped on the card, and another thing, most of the fighters who jumped on or who were supposed to jump on have got a massive following of trolls. So the trolls all go over to the channel and have a go at the channel as well. And I haven't seen a good comment about it for ages, but in the background, when you look at it really, instead of like on other people's opinions, if that was me and all them people were bigging themselves up like they did, and I had in my head that was going to be the next big thing, and I invested that much money, you invest that much, you can't pull out, yeah? But I think it was trial and error. It was the first show. I watched it, bro, on Ash McGiffin's bed thing, yeah? And because the music of the fight walks was getting cancelled out because of monetization or something, it didn't feel the same. But I would have given my right hand to be in there, lad. And like that looked like a sick buzz. Like it looked better than boxing shows what are on TV.
Yeah, I've got to say, Liam, I mean, the fights, whatever anyone says, yeah, fucking obviously I was getting more and more pissed as the night go on, but they were all brilliant. Listen, people slag Ben Atchett off, right? But listen, Bobby Kay fucking kept calling him out. You know, and what was he going to do in the end? He needed the dough to fight, and he took a fucking easy night's money.
See, Ben,
we all. Not that he's actually been paid fully, but I heard he got a grand up.
That Ben, I like Ben. What, lad? Is that your phone ringing?
Yes, mate. I've got me all the time now.
Hey, listen, see Ben. Ben's one of a kind, you know, bro. Like even when you meet him, he just looks like he's on smoke constantly, mate. He's funny, lad, and I've got a lot of time for Ben. I'm looking forward to the
he's all right, isn't he? When you get past that persona, he's all right.
He's not stupid. Like everyone else should have done what Ben done instead of want money up front, and then you could have made your own mind up. But everyone else also, there's a lot of people who I didn't even know who everyone now knows after that. So you got to look at. It was the first show, right? The first show, I thought that there's a lot more behind just what we've said. Look at all the private birds and that half of them got giveaway, and like Dougie probably hired all them out as well to do with the show. And I reckon he spent a lot of tank, yeah. But I reckon that the absence since of YouTube has created loads of speculation. if Dougie was to copy what you said, and I reckon he knows when you've done your interview, you're spot on, lad. Like, I don't mean for him to copy it, but I mean, like, if we've watched it, egos aside, because we've all got them, whether it be me, you, Dougie, D, anyone, we've all got an ego sometimes where, like, sometimes it's a bit hard to swallow a pill. Do you get what I mean? And, like, with an event like that, and with a platform like YouTube, and with the volume of trolls, bro, like, I've been through it, mate, and, like, it's fucking hard to get out of it, mate. But the best way to get out of it's honesty, mate, in my opinion. And the way you've described it, I know if that Dougie come out and spoke about the prices he's paid, I reckon it was him who fronted. I don't reckon no one else fronted though for that. I reckon he fronted the tank for that and thought it was going to be massive and got a bit of a shock when some of the fighters weren't as well. The views on YouTube didn't match the people sitting on seats. I think that affected it massively, bro. I think sometimes you look at someone who's getting 10k views a day and like this, that, and you think, yeah, fucking hell, mate, he's popular, him. But then you put tickets up for sale to actually come and watch a fight, and you'll sell about 10.
Well, I think what everyone's got to remember is, right, when this 3D first come about, Ditchy was involved, yeah? And listen, regardless of what people say about Ditchy, yeah, they had him on the card. The geezer sells tickets. But they sort of disabandoned him after all the stuff come out on the Acro stuff, which we ain't going to get into because that's nothing to do with us. But
Yeah.
So originally it was Ditchy, which was and Danny, which was the key promotion of it.
That was
so obviously all the stuff come out with Decca, and then they had to reevaluate and try other things, isn't it?
Yeah. But I reckon that so look, see where Dougie's a fighting man, yeah, and he's come from a traveller background, yeah. I reckon that in his every traveller thinks about dough, bro, and they think about how to make a panel. Let me tell you, mate, I've met some of them over my time, yeah. They're just like scousers, mate. So I reckon he's seen that, the views behind it, and I reckon someone's proper blew smoke up its ass and told him that he can be a millionaire tomorrow. I think Dougie's seen everyone's numbers and done numbers in his own head and thought, I can lay this much out, I can do this, I can do that because I know I'll get this much back. And I think it might have come as a surprise when it didn't come back, but I haven't seen him once tell someone how much they're getting. And when I was fighting, I spoke to Dougie once and it was just to phone me and say, look, you got my number, if you ever need anything, mate, phone me. And it was the others phoning and talking and discussing prices, and I think the others ran away with themselves that much and got that much of an ego off YouTube. No, I wouldn't say Ash. Dean's head blew up off YouTube, but that's what I think his personality like anyway. He loves it. But Ash, like, he's too nice to be doing lives what are filled with trolls, bro. And I think all the words what have been said on people's lives, on podcasts, on it all like coming back to bite on the arse. But you've got to understand there was a vision behind that, and I don't think the vision stopped. And you know, you can't knock someone for having a vision and thinking it's gonna generate massive numbers overnight. But the fighters have got every right to have a stink up about what's happened, 1,000,000%, because of what was promised. But why did Ben get paid and not the rest? I reckon Ben got paid and not the rest because Ben went in and actually said, well, I want me dough now, half of it at least. And if everyone done that, I think there would have been a different outcome.
Well, Ben basically had the upper hand, yeah. The week before the show, I think they needed Ben, and they met Ben. Ben called out Bobby Kay again. They knew Bobby Kay would accept. Listen, what everyone says about Bobby Kay, he had bollocks going in and doing that. Right, and Ben accepted, and Ben said, I need $1,000 up front. So they did it. They needed Ben. That's why he got the money, man.
That's
definitely.
what I know. This is what I'm saying, but that's where you need someone. Other people tested them to go on it. Do you get what I'm saying? So there's a difference between having to need someone on there and want someone to getting pestered and putting someone on it.
There definitely is.
But your thing, anyone who's watched this and like watching a little chat between me and yourself, mate, they need to watch your interview, and not your interview, your speech about it. And I think it'll leave you on the fence of what to believe, but truth always prevails, you know what I mean?
It does, and we've all got our own beliefs. But do you know what?
Mate, listen, try and put a video up on the pad, bro. Everyone in the comments turns into a professional boxer.
What's that, mate?
See, another example is if I put a video up on the boxing pads now, yeah, my whole comments on YouTube turn into like fucking the next fucking Dominic Ingle and start telling you how to do it and what you should do. But it's expected because you're putting it out there, so expect criticism, man. But
oh, mate,
I reckon it's a bit too much.
I do appreciate criticism, but people see that I'm like down the middle. I know that, so I do accept it, and I do always try and answer comments. But there's getting so many now; it's really hard. But I do try and answer everyone's comments, even if it's critical. Like people have got opinion, as long as it's not nasty. Like people are entitled to have a different view to me. I'm 44, mate. I've got 2 kids. My daughter's like 21. She's been the most argumentative child in the world, man. I've had to negotiate that all my life, so I'm getting good at, like, you know, negotiating arguments.
I think you're good. I think any one of them lads from 3D, right? This is my opinion. I don't want it to upset no one. I don't want anyone to think that. I think any of them actually get on a live properly, and probably Dougie with you. I reckon some people fish for questions to get clickbaited.
All right. Yeah. One thing I'll say about that, sorry to interrupt, right? When I first interviewed Dougie, he'd obviously seen my interviews with Dean and Ash, and I was told not to ask him any stupid questions. And I asked him, I think, what about something? And then it was awkward. Then I asked about his family, which he went mad about, and people commented about. But the guy posts pictures of his daughter and his missus on Instagram every day. So me asking about his family, I'm not digging into his private life. It was on Instagram, you know. So
yeah, but
I'd have Dougie on, but I don't think he really likes me, if I'm honest.
See, well, lad, like sometimes, how can I put it? So with that, what you just said about the Instagram, yeah, I'll put a picture up with my bird on Insta. My bird always said to me, "Why don't you show me on?" I said, "Because I'm protecting you in a way where I don't want idiots doing this." But with him, they're travellers, lad. And if I'm honest, yeah, and I hope he finds it funny if he ever watches back, I think Dougie's like a fucking... He's on his way into celebrity Big Brother.
Yeah, he thinks I'm a copper. He thinks anyone who asks him questions, he thinks he's fucking. He's being questioned by the old Bill.
So do Scousers and
yeah, travellers. I know so many travellers over the years, and do you know what? Once you know them for a while, they open up to you a lot, man. Like Scousers as well, the same as everyone, yeah. But travelling men are hard to break. I know that, but I always message Dougie, even though he don't message me back.
Look how many personal assistants he's got, lad. He's not daft, you know. He's like every video what comes through anyone to do with that fight club on regards to who represent it and use it as like that's what they do for a living. Dougie Joyce's name's right across your face. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anything on like, he's not daft, lad, and like he's backseated it and funded it, bro. And it's not him. I think it's other people around him who promised the world. But I think all of them in general was expecting a lot more numbers than it actually done. And that's not me. That's me just saying. I think a lot of people on YouTube, the views especially, how can I put it, is they're not all supportive views, and some people who make channels up need to get that and realise next week you could be the hot topic. Do you know what I mean?
Look, let's just narrow this down with YouTube, right? Listen, Dougie Joyce has got thousands and thousands of supporters. Dean Lynchwald, he's also got thousands and thousands. Dekahegi, also thousands and thousands. Fighting Trolls, thousands and thousands, right? So all these people that have the negatives...
You just excluded me there, look.
And, well, listen, like, me and you the neutrals. But you, mate, listen, I've got to say, out of all of them, right, I'll look at your channel, you get more views than all of them. So I'm going to put that out there. Ditchy gets more views than anyone, okay? But all these fellas, they've all got support. So whatever anyone says, bad or negative, yeah, people love Dougie, they love Dean, especially through my channel. Dean gets so much support. He gets negative as well, yeah. So everybody has got their place here, whether it be positive, negative.
1,000,000%.
Why ain't Decareggy off YouTube? Why is like YouTube not got him off?
Well,
There's no,
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. See, Deca, yeah. I
Yep.
didn't even know he was me, right? And I remember watching Darren G on a live ages ago, yeah. And this is why I nonce him off all the time, yeah. Obviously, his sexual offences nonce here with, but I'm going to go into what I've just done tonight as well. So, with Deca, I've always never been able to find him on any socials. So he's always had me blocked. I've never met him, never spoke to him, never not him, right? So the past few days I've seen like Dean say that I'm on Team Deca. If anyone just watched anything of mine, you'll see I've always said I want Dean to smash his head in, blah, blah, blah. So with Deca, he done a thing with Darren, and Darren G proper stitched them up, right? But he's phoned Deca on loudspeaker while he's on live and said to Deca, "Oh, I'm talking about that Ditchy," and Deca's gone, "Yeah, he looks like a crackhead." Him. So it's only ever fair that I can call him a nonce. He moans about trolling, but he started calling me all kinds on someone's live. With Deca, what I've done tonight, weirdly enough, tonight he's come up as a suggested friend. Yeah. So I've sent a message and put, "Hello, Deca, there's my number," instead of making assumptions online. Yeah. If Deca wants to come on, I'll ask him. I've seen it on his record, sexual assault, yeah. And as someone was on my live the other night and said, "Yeah, but it was in 2004. Like, it doesn't matter. If your ma or your sister or your bird were out on a night out and a fella slapped their ass, right? That's a problem, mate. Like, that's not a joke. So, that's my opinion. It's sexual assault.
It is.
Wow. I wouldn't do that. And I don't know how someone could, because if someone done that to my little sister, mate, I'd be on a murder charge, love.
Wait, and listen, my opinion of him is only of the fighting thing, right? And if you want to fight Decareggy, yeah, listen, I know Danny's
problems.
You have. Danny split his head right open, right? And I know everyone calls it the Harry Potter, yeah? But listen, Deca still fucking kept moving forward, man. Danny and Deca are the toughest fucking people. That was the fight of the year last year for anything. Boxing, bare knuckle. That fight, mate, that went more viral than most. That was brilliant. But Deca still come forward, didn't he? Like, it's unbelievable.
Tell me a lot of Danny Christie who comes into your head as a Danny Christie.
What's that, mate?
So where you say like Deca and Danny's fight, Deca's and Danny's a one-off. Like, there's no lad of his weight who could get in with Deca and do what he done and take what he took.
No, definitely not. And there was a massive weight difference. But the Deca's style of fighting, right? When he beat Tony Gowan, it was in this really tight little hay bale pit, yeah. You get Decareggy in that, he's a hard man to beat, even if you're his weight, like proved, yeah. But Danny Christie in that ring, innit? He had that movement, like, Deca's style is pit fighting, really. Danny's more the boxer of the two. But listen, even though Deca's head was cracked open, no one could deny Deca kept coming forward, and they were both tough as fuck, man.
If I was to have an opinion on what they should and shouldn't have done in that fight, I'm an absolute cunt, because I couldn't have done 30 seconds of that with either of them.
I
couldn't ever say to them what they should and shouldn't have. I think Danny, that day with Danny, lad, I was watching that and I didn't know much about either of them. And I watched that and come out of that thinking, mate, who the fuck's this Danny Christie, mate? Like, you wouldn't think that he could do that in there. And take me out of him, mate. He's some fucking different animal.
Mate, he's a scaffolder and all, and fuck me, mate. I work on site with scaffolders. You've worked on sites, Liam. Scaffolders are always hard fuckers, aren't they?
Yeah.
Always.
But yeah, no, as I say to you, lads, I think Dean's in for an hard night. And when, just so people know as well, when I called that out, because I didn't believe that fight's ever going to happen in my eyes. I think there's too many demands going around on both sides. As I say, when I was meant to fight Lazar, I got a phone call and said, "Do you want to fight him?" I said, "Yeah." That was it. I didn't ever once phone back up to ask about anything else. Like, but this one I've seen like different demands. Even like the little thing I don't know if it's like that type of style, but it's like we'll fight tomorrow then or fight. Like, no, mate, I don't abide by all that stuff. I'm not like that. You get what I'm saying? So when I've seen all the demands, that's what's putting a doubt in me head about it happening. And I think that Decker's looking mean, mate. You know, he's looking ripped to bits, but I don't know whether he's lost weight in a good way through training or a bad way through stress.
Yeah.
If it's in a bad way, it's not good.
No. But I mean, I don't really watch too many of his videos. But listen, I know, like, even unfit, like, and not trained, Decker's a hard man to beat. You know, it's going to be a tough night for Dean. But listen, so many people and myself do believe in Dean. Like, I do believe Dean could do it, but it's going to be really, really hard.
Anyone can do it, and I've always backed it. And it shocked me the other day when I seen him on a live saying Ditchy team Decker and all that. Like, I wouldn't team up with a paedophile, but where I come from, mate, the sexual assault, whether you slapped an ass or not, you're a fucking beast, mate. So, yeah, I wouldn't team up with no paedophile, mate, and I'm my own man. But with Decker, if he was to have a big issue with me, mate, I'd be walking around with a fucking metal bar all day, me, lad. I wouldn't be having him no straightening me. Fuck that.
A lot of stuff come out when Decker beat Tony Gowan that night, right? He had so many people swarming, trying to be his manager, bigging him up. Vice TV got involved. But slowly over time, stuff was coming out about how he was with women. And I mean, the guy's admitted himself, yeah, he was always aggressive with women.
He was probably jabbed up to his eyeballs with testosterone.
Yeah, he was jabbed up. He was jabbed up, mate, definitely. But you know, all the other stuff's come out, and it's, you know, it's a crazy old world. I mean, mate, I don't really know. Should we move on from Decker anyway?
Yeah, it's not hard to slander someone on here, mate.
No. Should we get some people in for a chat?
Right. People.
Who wants to come in?
Don't be coming in just to tell me that you're watching the news or something, mate.
Yeah, or don't be coming in doing any type of sexual or drug or anything like that, please.
Just depends.
This is a parental guidance.
I don't mind just having a spliff, mate, but don't start.
Yeah, that's spliff's fine.
But yeah, no.
Females more than welcome. Obviously, me and Ditchy are very good-looking fellas. Obviously, Ditchy's attached.
What it is, mate? You look like a fucking hula hoop on the screen at the minute, mate. You're what are you called? What's that fella called? The catfish off Netflix. Oh, what's his name? I called it to Danny Simpson the other day. I was on a live with Danny and called him it the other day. What was it? What's that man off Netflix, lad? who's behind all the...
I've got no idea, but what I'll tell everyone is all my friends tell me I have the perfect face for radio. So people have seen me at 3D and that, but for now I'm faked.
What's happening, lad?
Hey, boys.
Hello.
All right, so, like, main thing I thought is, obviously, look, Decker and Danny, they fought for the same amount of time as
What's your name, bud? Sorry, bud. What's your name before you start?
Joe.
Oh, whoa. Fight and talk. This is my rules, mate. My channel.
Sorry.
Hey.
Sorry.
Go on, Joe. You can talk, mate. Sorry about him.
How long did Decker and Danny last? What, 10 minutes?
No, I don't.
If you added all the fights up from 3D Fight Club, that probably lasted 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But away from Decker, we know he's an hard cunt, that's it, yeah. But away from all that, contracts, man. There were no contracts signed by anybody. It's just red flags straight away, alarm bells ringing. If you're a fighter.
You know what it is, mate? It was a first time for everyone. It was a first time for people agreeing to fight for someone, and it was a first time.
But there were no contracts signed, were there?
No,
Nobody signed a contract.
I'm not gonna lie to you. If I'm gonna be straight with you, I never seen one, and I wouldn't have give a fuck about seeing one all the way up until the fight with Lazar, to be honest with you, because I trusted the lads. But
so the thing is, if there's no contracts, these boys ain't got a leg to stand on, have they? they could, you know, I don't know what's going on with payment, whether they've been fully paid or the 200 quid rumours is just part payment.
Nah,
or
the 200 quid, the
I don't
200 quid's all through.
That's
It's
it.
not rumours.
They're not getting paid no more.
I think it's being paid out of Dougie's pocket, lad, just to try and help the situation. But
So,
I'm just speculating.
they ain't got a leg to stand on. Any of them fighters ain't got a leg to stand on, have they? You know, what are they going to do? Who are they going to see? You know, you promised me $1,000 and I got 200 quid. So what?
Yeah,
You didn't
but
sign anything?
I can guarantee you, even with this, they will still get fighters for their second show. I
Yeah, of
guarantee
course
it.
they will. Because I think what they'll do is they'll say, and first of all, anybody who knows anything about business, right? You start a business, you lose money at the beginning. You always do. And then, so like Dougie's meant to be a big businessman and all the rest of it. He must have known, you know, first time out, you're going to lose money. Everybody knows this. Any business you start up, you lose money to start with. Because you're buying stuff. Do you know what I mean? You're putting money out, like you said, lighting, fireworks, fucking ring girls, all the rest of the bullshit.
See what you're not forgetting. No, you're not realising, yeah? I can put a video up on my phone now and get 20,000 views tomorrow. People might think I'm popular and I can sell loads of tickets. I can turn up there and sell 20 tickets. So
yeah,
I know I could make people run away with themselves through watching my socials and thinking I'm a dead popular guy. When in reality, when you look at things, mate, the amount of people who would actually turn up and support you would be rare, lads. Wait there, one of my mates caught the fish. What? Where is he? What do you mean here, lads? Bro, you've got fish getting caught and everything here. I'm bringing you some fucking sick content tonight, mate. Right there. Sorry, lads, to interrupt you there, but let me just go and check this catfish. Lads.
Yes.
New fella, we've got in there. Let's see it. He's ready to see it. Hey, that's a lump, that.
Is that a fucking UFO I can see on the screen?
What are you like,
Fuck, mate, someone called Mulder and Scully.
Mate, that's a fucking unit! On the pink one, bro. What? What's the line? Hey, I'd fucking get a bucket of water for that, lad, you know. Right there, boys. Oh my God, I'm not even asked about the fish, if I'm honest. What's happening?
I'm still here.
Where's he gone?
He left.
Oh, I bet he did. Fucking hell. He looked alright, but I think he was coming on here with a bit of an one-way mind, mate.
Let's get the next one in.
There's a few, you know. Right there, Sean. Hey, who caught that fish anyway? Mate, I'm missing all kinds doing this, you know, mate. Hey, Tom, who caught it? I'm not even answering me now. They've probably got the up with me.
I think that's Sean MC. I think he follows me. Let that
Big
Sean,
Danny DeVal, Big Danny DeVal's in the chat, you know.
Oh, let's get Danny DeVal in.
I love Danny, you know, lads. I swear, mate. Some guy in,
Get
mate.
DeVal in.
Oh, mate, I need a fucking sleeping bag, bro. Oh, I've got it down there, lads. I just can't even be asked getting it out because I won't get out of it.
Can people just say their names when they come in, though, so I don't have to interrupt and ask their names? Because it's nice to know the name. I'll
tell you that they are, lad, before they come in.
Okay, mate.
That is my... Listen, bro. You're too used to running your own shit, you know. You're on a different ship than me, mate. You're on my ship here, lad, yeah?
I'm sorry, Mr. Ditchy. I'm sorry.
Fucking hell, you just look. Go in the naughty corner for 5 minutes, right? And then you come back out.
You can just mute me if you want.
What's it called? I might time out you for a bit.
Yeah, mute me.
Yeah, I'll mute you. People, right? Get on, mate. We've done a bit. How many have we got enough likes anyway, bro? Because we should have done all right with people here tonight, mate. We've been open and honest. You get people who fill you with bullshit getting mad likes in the comments.
How many viewers?
I don't know how to pick mods and that. One of my mates done it ages ago, and I think he's picked loads of dickheads.
How many have we got in?
558.
58.
558.
558. Wow. Massive shout out to the 558. Wow.
Bro, I've got birds who ask me to post me boxes off in the post and that.
Can I just confirm, if any women want my boxes, send me your email, send me your address, I'll post them.
Hey, fuck the donations, mate. I sell me old skids. Right there. People,
wow,
man.
558. That is crazy.
What do you reckon?
Yeah.
No, that'll be normal for you soon, that, but don't worry about that. Yeah,
This
so
is my first live.
One show in the face, he can come in. Hello.
All right. Or on
Let's hear him
go.
again.
So I don't know what you meant by I'd come on with what you're saying. I'd come on with wrong
there we go.
information. What do you mean? I don't see what you mean.
I'm saying to you, right, like, you've obviously... What's your stance on the past week, and then we can see what's going on and, you know.
What do you mean? From what position?
Well, you've just came on here, mate, and had a little opinion about what's happened on 3D. So I'm saying, like, what do you reckon from 3D to the people behind it, to the people who fought on it? What's your opinion?
You mean like Dougie and Dean and stuff like that?
Whoever you've got an opinion on, Bo.
See, I think Ash McGiffin's like the fall guy. You know, he's on every night taking shit. I'm sure I saw a tear in his eye last night because he was getting that much shit. Which is unfair, but then he's put his face to it right from the beginning, hasn't he? Yeah. So he has to take some of it. Dougie's a no-show. You don't see him anywhere. I saw him in pub other night with, I don't know who that fighter was, who said he'd just been paid, and then he turned camera around and Dean and Dougie were sat there.
Tom's brother, though.
But, you know, like I said, mate, any business knows you're going to lose money first time round, so...
Yeah. I don't, but I think the support of YouTube and the views of other people made a lot of people's heads go very big, mate. And I think he ran before they could walk, but it's a learning curve. If it's not fixed by the second one, then yeah, I agree. But I hope that...
I totally agree with you, mate. I totally agree with you. And but the thing is, like I said, I don't know what the fight purses were agreed. I don't think anybody does really. Nobody knows. I mean, the only thing I know is that Fighting Troll said on his channel ages ago, the winner would get $2,000, the loser $1,000. That's all. That's the only fight purse I've heard.
Yeah, but I also heard on the same channel that they were going to be the next face of 3D, and they were going to sell out more than anyone, and they were going to be #1 top bill. So there's loads.
And they were really, weren't they? Let's be fair about it.
Go on.
Let's be fair, Fighting Trolls and Ash, they did get the biggest reception at night, didn't they?
Was you there?
No, but I saw it on the live stream.
Yeah, no, so did we all. This is what I'm saying. Like, I know they got a fantastic reception, and it was the YouTube side of it and the unknown of what's going to happen, because no one's seen the YouTubers fight like that. So that's where.
Well, listen, I was there, and I could tell you, Fighting Trolls and Ash got second. Ben Hatchett and Bobby Kay got first.
Well, my fucking phone died. His phone died.
Have you put it back in?
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
Lads.
But yeah, as you say, sir, Fighting Trolls and Ash did brilliant.
Skin.
What was your favourite fight, mate? Ash and Fighting Trolls?
Nah, Leighton.
I like the Mickey Old fight, to be honest.
Yeah.
Mine was either Dan or that kid whose mum passed away.
I don't know. That's Swan. Is it the Swan?
No.
That is the Viking, Chris Porter. The Viking, Chris Porter.
Yeah. He's a good guy, isn't he? It was either
solid, mate. Listen, the head on that kid, yeah. I don't think there's anyone that could knock that kid out. That head on him is like, it's huge, man. He is a Viking. He's definitely a Viking.
I reckon it was that or Danny Duval. I was happy because the odds were against Duval, mate, and I like that. That was good, though.
Yeah,
Is he offered Danny Christie out?
Danny Christie
a fight?
He's done it respectfully, though. Fats, have you got them skins?
Duval and Christie is a superb fight if 3D Fight Club can get that. that'll be Danny DeVal's dream, and I reckon Danny DeVal would 100% focus his life on that, and Danny Christie also would. I hope 3D Fight Club can get that for their second show. It'd be cool. And if they don't, someone else will, if they can. Someone else will come up with the dough.
That comment there of
So there you go, that message off, is it Danny DeVal? He got paid 300 quid. Gutted for everybody. Truly gutted for Jack Barnett, top lad, yeah? So, I mean...
Hello?
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, no, the guy just took over me hosting skills there, mate. I had to put him in mute for a minute. Got paid 300 for everyone, gutted for Jack Barnett, top lad. So I'm saying, bro, like, I think a lot of dreams got sold, but I think that there was just high expectations of everything me did. But I love the bones here, mate. And obviously, lads, if you're upset by it, mate, you're welcome to jump on. But I know what you like, mate, so just don't let it fester, bro. You're a good man. Who's this? Yeah, we've got a bed.
Sorry, Liam. How are you, lads? I'm trying to work out. I just only got StreamYard up.
All right, girl.
You're all right, lads?
You're all right.
This is Deb proud of you putting it to the bully.
What?
I'm dead proud of you putting it to the bully, Dean.
Thank you, girl.
Buzzing for you, lads, and I hope it goes well.
Thank you. Where are you from, mate?
Kirkdale, you know, by Great Homer Street.
Oh, by Grady, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm only round the corner. I was only round the corner. Langy, that's where I'm from.
Yeah, me too close with the new build stayed, from about 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Which way the camera works? Sorry, mate. Oh, yeah, you're all right?
Yeah, man, I'm good, mate, you know. Not too bad, just fishing.
Good. Have a good night, lads. And listen, we've got all the support of loads. It's just gone crazy.
Oh, thank you, mate.
Through the roof. My husband's just been down to Liverpool. Back up to work, and then he picked a couple of lads up, and they're all talking about it in the car, so they're watching you.
Go on, Ken.
For you. They all had a lot of them. All off County Road as well.
Nice, that. Appreciate that.
Big up the Scousers. Big up the Scousers.
Big love and support to you, lads.
Nice one, mate. Appreciate that, you know.
And I'll be watching the stream when you kick his ass, so.
Oh. Nice one,
Liam,
mate.
This is no bullshit or nothing, because it's Dougie's cousin, but Jazza Dickens is my cousin.
Who Jazz? Jazz is me good mate. So was Dollop, who passed away.
I seen you with his t-shirt on. I was laughing. His dad, Colin, is.
I grew up with Jazz Dickens and Dollop as well, his cousin who passed away.
Dollop, Nathan and Colin, brothers. Yeah, I mean cousins. Yeah. Yeah. So.
Nice, mate. Nice. Well, thanks for jumping on, mate.
All right, love. So we all send our love and support.
Thank you, mate.
You, love, all around Liverpool, County Road and everywhere.
Nice one, girl.
All right, babe. Take it easy. Good night, mate. God bless, and I'll carry on watching you live. Good luck, mate. Ta-ra, love. Ta-ra, fighting talk.
Oh, you're lovely. Thank you for shouting me out. Love you loads. Thank you.
See you later, guys.
Have a good evening, my lovely.
How do you come out of this, Liam?
Don't worry, I'll kick you out.
Go on.
Hey, she was lovely, wasn't she?
Hey, gives her lights fat. She was lovely.
Bless her. Big shout out to her. She was lovely.
You need to give her an interview, lad.
Oh, mate, I'd love to interview her. She's lovely. Oh, if the world was full of people like her, mate, it'd be so much easier, wouldn't it?
Would, wouldn't it? 1,000,000%. 1,000,000%. Let's see right there. Let's just have a little go of who wants to come on. Have a little go a couple of times, then I'll just leave this one up, mate. So yeah, if you want to come on and have a chat, mate, now's your chance, because we'll spend another 10 minutes. Nice one, son. What weight was it for?
Bottom the scales out.
What?
Bottom your scales out.
It never bottomed my scales out, your bell end.
Oh, come on.
What do you think it was, lads? A fucking parcel of Charlie. It bottomed me scales out. They only said that because I didn't get out the 10, you know. But yeah, man, you're getting a good bit of support fighting, so you're doing well, you know.
I do appreciate everything. I do appreciate all the people, like that lady there. I get messages like that every day, and I do reply to them on Insta, and that is, they get longer and longer, but it's tough, man.
Just let them all know you've got Instagram as well, you know.
Yeah, man, it's easier to message me. If you want to message me on Instagram, is much easier because the comments sometimes they do get lost, don't they, Liam? You know that.
Yeah, but some people don't want to comment what they actually feel like because it's a bit sometimes.
Yeah, but
you know.
Loads of people message me on Insta, man, and I always keep.
I've got two. Shall I just put two of
private.
them on? One's called Sharta, one's called Shell. So we put them both on.
Yeah, let's go.
There's one.
That's me.
There's the other. What's happening?
How you doing, fellas?
Not too bad.
Ditchy, oh, I just want to ask you a question, bro.
Everyone wants to ask me a question, Bo. Go on.
Nothing negative, mate. I like what you do. I think you're a sound lad. Why don't you call out for the next 3D fight?
What?
Somebody needs to turn their volume down.
3D fight club. Get yourself some pennies.
What? Get me some money and work, bro.
Somebody needs to turn their volume down.
3D fight club. Get yourself some pennies.
Okay. Hello.
Joe.
One of you need to turn your volume down.
Me?
Yeah.
Just 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute.
Turn your telly off.
1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute.
Stop watching yourself, girl. It's not all the oaks.
I'm not watching myself. I've never done. Anyway, I've just got something to say.
Go on.
Well done for standing up to the fucking bully again.
Oh, thanks, mate. Appreciate that.
I hate him. He's an absolute cringe bag.
Thanks, mate.
And I reckon he's going to get the shock of their lives. Today I was watching one of your lives, right? And someone said to you said to someone, tell me my age, my weight, and my height. And
yeah,
they were close on too.
Bit of a big lad. Hey, love, let me get you back on in 1 sec. I've got the main man here. 1 sec. This is awkward, this, mate. There's loads of fucking different chats coming through. Yeah, we've got Danny DeVoe.
Yes, then. What's happening?
Oh, the man of the moment, the belt holder, the champion.
Yes, then. What's
happening, Dan?
You good?
Yeah, not too bad, Bo.
Yeah, what are you doing? You sea fishing or fresh water?
Fresh water.
Yes, brother. Good up there.
Have you been watching, Dan?
Mate, I've been on for the last like 20 minutes, half hour.
What do you reckon?
Mate, listen.
You was there, you're involved, but what do you think, mate?
Mate, do you know what it is, yeah? Everyone got to promise certain shit. It didn't fall through. Mate, listen, I'm in the same boat as everyone else. I'm getting shit. I'm getting shit off people. The amount of fucking messages and shit I'm getting off people. I'm in the same fucking boat. Do you know what I mean?
What do you reckon, though, Dan? Do you reckon that the numbers on YouTube got to people and they thought it was worth a lot more than it was?
Listen, I think they expected a lot more than what it end up unfolding. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I think now they've done it. I think they've learned from a lot of mistakes on this one. I'm not, as I say, with yourself, you're the belt holder, mate. The ball's in your court. What are you doing, Dan, in future wise? How are you?
Listen, I'll be honest, mate. Listen, I won't be on that show no more, mate. That's it, done. Done, mate. I won't be back on 3D. No way.
No, Dan.
It's not worth the fucking shit, mate. Not really funny. All the bullshit about money. Everyone's been paid fucking shortly. Everyone's been promised this much, that much. No one's got what they promised. No one. By the looks of it, the only person that fucking got what they fucking expected was that Josh Courtney.
It's Zanetti's brother, innit?
By the looks of it on his video, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Did you see that video he posted up?
I did, yeah, I did. I seen the video his management team put up as well, yeah.
Listen, from what I know, listen, I don't give a fuck now, mate. But from what I know, from what I've heard, well, you know what I mean, through the grapevine, but he got offered 10 grand for that fight.
Did he?
I did hear the same as well, to be fair.
10 grand. If he's meeting him in the boozer,
Lazar was 15.
Listen, yeah, oi. if Josh was sat with him in a boozer, yeah, jollying it up, fucking happy as Larry, and he got paid, I presume that he got what do you mean?
Well, he's obviously had more than a tour, and he to be that happy, lad.
Mate, listen, I can't work it out, mate.
What you get in work then? Hello.
He's
gone. Sad that, mate. Dan fucking, he made that show with Johnny Jab's wife at the end as well, man.
Like, I know Danny gets a lot of criticism, yeah, but I speak to Danny often, yeah. He is a decent lad, like, and anyone who's seen that video the other day of him next to his brother's grave,
Christie,
man,
bro, jump on, brother. This is no bad thing, Dan. This is just a normal thing, bro. Jump on, mate. Be good to hear you.
Yeah, no, go on. Yeah, my phone cut off. Go on.
Yeah, but you've got a Danny Christie there, mate. Me neither, Danny D. Sending love, bro. So
listen, with Danny Christie, mate. Listen, it's nothing but respect. You know, I've been watching this guy for fucking months, and the story that he holds and what he tells, it's spot on. Everything he goes on about, he's been saved and all this bollocks. You know what I mean? But do you know what I mean? He is a real geezer. From what he goes on about and what he does, a fair play to the geezer. Nothing but respect.
Good man.
Big
Mate. He's helped me a few times in the past now, mate. But Dan, it's I think massively, lad. I think the people who were the voice of it were a bit too freely available for people and were a bit too promising and just wanted it to happen. Listen, think a lot of
everyone that fought on that show, big respect to fucking everyone.
Everyone.
Like, you can't take nothing away from everyone. Do you know what? Like I said in that comment, yeah, Jack Burnett, he fought. His sister's baby died through cot death, and he was raising money for a charity for his sister, and he expected a lot more than what he got paid. Like I say, everyone got paid 200 quid. Oh, brother, I got paid 300 quid. I didn't know at the time. He put 300 quid in my bank, mate. I didn't know at the time. Do you know what I mean? Everyone's putting in the fucking group chat. And
how did it go with the other places you've done, Dan?
Everywhere I fought before, it's all been bang on. Listen, I've never everywhere I fought over the last few years, I've never been paid no more than $1,000. Do you know what I mean? And then when they started offering, do you know what I mean? I was hearing people was getting offered fucking 10 grand, 20 grand, 15 grand, all this bollocks. I thought, no way. Do you know what I mean? No way, mate. Even 2 grand, I thought that was fucking ridiculous. Do you know what I mean? Fair play. Listen, I took a back seat and I thought, do you know what? I run with it. Do you know what
Listen,
I mean?
boys, like, just quickly, boys, right? Danny Christie's listening, yeah? Listen, right? Danny DeVal and Danny Christie could have had a fight, right? Danny Christie, can you comment on this? Would you have fought for less than 5K against Danny DeVal? Because that's what I would have told Danny to go in at for that price with you.
Channel this, aren't you?
All right, but that's just one question.
I'm only joking.
I'll be quiet. So Danny Christie, 5K for the DeVal fight.
Regardless of money or whatever, everyone does their own thing for their own reasons. Everyone does that. Yeah. And obviously, a lot of people just fight for money. A lot of people fight respect. A lot of people, do you know what I mean? Everyone fights and does stuff for their own mindset, for their own reasons. A lot of people on that card fought for their own reasons. Do you know what I mean?
You know what, Dan? I loved a couple of days later you went to see your brother with the belt, bro. Like,
yeah, of course, man.
You're a different breed of man, bro. I've always had your back, mate. You're fucking quality, you, mate.
Do you know what it is, right? Like my brother, yeah, he'd boxed for a long time before he died. Do you know what I mean? He died when he was 19. My brother would be 32 now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, go on, Dan.
And
you're a good guy, Dan.
Like I said, I don't know if you watch. I've got a few fucking interviews and a few podcasts on YouTube and that, and obviously I'll talk about my brother. I find it hard to talk. Listen, I can't lie. Listen, I'll be honest, mate. I've done a few beers. I've done half a bottle of brandy tonight. So, do you know what I mean? Listen, with everything with my brother, I wouldn't be where I am in the mindset and how I am right now if it weren't for what my brother done to me and how what the shit he put me through. Do you know what I mean?
Go on, Dan.
But yeah, no, all that aside, listen, with Danny Christie, listen, he's had a little shit going on with obviously all the bullshit, do you know what I mean? And I respect that guy. But with everything with 3D, if me and Danny were ever to meet, it wouldn't be on 3D. And Danny would agree. Danny would definitely agree. Listen, there's nothing but a respectful fight. I mean, respectful side to that. But yeah, it wouldn't be a free thing. Definitely not. How they've gone across and how they've come across everything. Do you know what I mean? Listen, they promised me $3,000 for that fight. Then it went to $2,000. Then it went to 1,500. Then it went to $1,000, and they paid me 300 quid.
And
Do you know
what?
what I mean? You can't do all that, mate. You know what I mean?
You probably spent more than that getting there, but to be
fair.
Mate,
triple that. When I left, I live in Eastbourne. Yeah. When I left Eastbourne, I went to the garage. It cost me 150 quid to fill up the Range Rover before I left. 150 quid. I asked Dean for 350 quid to cover my diesel on the way out there. Did he fuck? Didn't get fuck all.
Mate.
You know what I mean?
This is like, these are the reasons why, like, I wouldn't. These social platforms are mad, bro, because people can promise the world, but it's never going to be taken back because it's on social media and everyone's seen it.
The thing is, with what's done, obviously what's done's done. As soon as you step in that ring and out them ropes, yeah, that's it. All you're reliant is on them word. I see a lot of comments, people about contracts and all this bollocks. Them contracts was meant to come fucking weeks ago. I was promised a contract fucking weeks ago. Nothing. Like the caliber of the men that run that promotion, you should be able to put the trust in by the caliber of the people. Do you know what I mean? By the word, Liam. If I said to you about something and you give me your word, that's how you go on.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And then that's how it is.
I get that. What do you reckon, Dan? Do you reckon the loss of Johnny's affected all this shit, lad?
I'll be honest, right? I've had this conversation with someone else, and I think when Johnny went, I'll be honest, that's when it sort of all sort of, I wouldn't say fell apart, but that's when it sort of all crumbled a little bit. He was
proper involved with all the lads. Like, a lot of time he spent was on the phone to the lads, weren't it, as well? So,
like even on like social media sites, like you see the Instagram page, like the original 3D Fight Club Instagram. Yeah, he would always share stuff, post stuff. Do you know what I mean? He'd always be on job about it.
Yeah, different class.
They've made a new one. I know, obviously, Ash. Look, big respect to Ash, because obviously, like Ash, I wouldn't say like he's in the shit, but he's in with us. Well, the way that he's made it out, he's in with us boys. Do you know what I mean? How we are standing at the minute.
I think myself, lads, with regards to how open he's been and how much he's pushed it, I think he's being too available lately, lads, and he needs to have a proper chat with people. He needs to have a proper chat and sit down and know what's actually happening with everyone. So I think it's a lack of communication, you know, bro. I think it's loads of social media hype and bollocks, lad. But
yeah,
I think
mate,
the communication thing would have been big with everyone, lad.
Lack of communication, mate. Liam, listen, I know you was originally meant to be on the card, and obviously I don't know what, obviously, with all that shit that happened on the press conference, I don't know what happened after that, but the lack of communication, mate, I can't even speak about the lack of communication.
So I got a phone call to fight Lazar and just agreed, and that was it. I just turned up to fight night, then I didn't, like, I don't know, it was weird. Like, yeah, I don't know. Considering there's a lot of people who've never done it as well, it's I think there's a lot of lessons to be learned, but I think the loss of the likes of yourself and Danny Christie, I think that's massive, mate, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I agree, definitely. Like I said, obviously, if they would have paid up, like everyone's going on about Ben Atchett, people saying about Ben Atchett, yeah. I'll tell you, right, Ben Atchett, right, was stuck in Scotland without a pot to piss in.
Ben's a legend, mate.
Yeah, Ben is an absolute brother to me. But I'll tell you the truth, right, Ben, right, he was stuck in Scotland, didn't have fuck all. He wanted to be on that card. He wanted to fight. Yeah, they promised. Obviously, they done a Dean and Dougie done an interview in Liverpool. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was either a Sunday.
Yeah, with Joe Kidd.
That's it, on that Sunday. Ben went and met him Sunday night. He done a podcast with that Martin Murray.
Yeah. Yeah, he see me that day. He come to meet me.
I see you as well. I see you. Yeah, I see the shout out. Yeah, go on. But yeah, so obviously he done that thing with Mike Murray. He met up with Dean and Dougie and that, and he posted up a picture. He tagged me in it, and they promised him obviously to pay him $1,000 up front. Yeah, which they didn't do straight away. Believe me. Yeah, and the plan was after the fight they was going to pay him another one. Yeah. So I remember because obviously on the Thursday, so I was leaving Friday morning, 8 o'clock to go to Manchester. Bear in mind, I've got about fucking 5-6 hour drive to Manchester.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously I went to the garage on the Thursday to get the brakes and disc done on the car, and I was speaking to Ben. He was like, look, obviously I asked Dean for 350 quid, mate. I could have asked for a lot more. I think obviously, regardless, anyway, I wouldn't have got it. I asked for 350, and just to cover diesel and shit getting up there. Do you know what I mean? Manchester is a long fucking way from where I live.
Yeah, it's a lot of dough, %.
Do you know what I mean? And he said to me, right? He said it'd be in by tonight. So that was Thursday, right? Thursday night, he texted me. He said, "Is it in?" Well, surely you should know. You should tell me if it's in. Like I wouldn't know. Fuck knows that you tell me if it's in. Do you know what I mean?
They've employed you.
But yeah, long story short, obviously with that, obviously it won't even 3D Fight Club that paid Ben. I won't go too much detail, but it won't even 3D Fight Club that even paid Ben the £1,000. I don't know who that. So for the person that's done that, I don't know how they're gonna fucking.
Do you reckon Dougie's out of pocket in it, Dan?
Do you know what? I'll be honest. I reckon the whole situation, mate. Listen, obviously, I can't really talk figures because I don't know 100% myself. But
cost though.
From what everything's worked out and how everything has obviously planned out, they're definitely out of pocket, mate. It didn't work out as well as it probably did as what they thought it was going to be. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Let me tell you now, yeah. When I fought on BKB in the O2, yeah. The promoters there, they want you as a fighter. So normally there's 12 fights, yeah. So what's that? 24, 26 fighters roughly, yeah. Depending on obviously how many there are, but no less than 24 fighters. The O2 holds 2,700 people, yeah. So they expect each fighter to sell 100 tickets to fill the fucking O2. Do you know what I mean? Work that out. Do you know what I mean?
But look, hey Dan, I'm just letting you know. A message coming before I thought it was off a Snyder account. Dougie Joyce, he's watching. So Dougie, it's up to you whether you want to come on, mate.
Well, listen, like I say, it's never been nothing respectful to Dougie. I've never been nothing respectful to Dougie.
He's off camera. It's not. I don't think it's him who's promising the world to everyone, lad.
It's not him. Listen, with Dean, I've never been nothing but respectful to Dean. But the whole situation, what I've been through the whole even through the press conference, I got promised certain things. I lost 2 days of work, hotel, fucking travel. That was the best part of 4.5 near 500 quid.
I lost my job over it, lad, with Lazard.
Do you know what I mean?
Own doing.
And I got...
There's been a lot of commitments to something, but I just don't know. What do you think fighting? Have you been watching fighting?
Listen, the whole show, the night itself. Listen, the night itself was fucking good. Everything went sweet. It was a good night because it was a good night.
Yeah.
But the aftershock of everything weren't fucking. It's fucked off from after it. Do you know what I mean?
Who would you? Out of all three of them, Doug, Ash, and Dean, who would you the most likely to have been in contact with, like, to know what was actually happening?
Do you know what? I like Dougie. I do like Dougie. Me and Dougie spoke. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I do like Dougie. Ash, I do like Ash. Do you know what? I like Dean. I like all of them. But it's just the fuck up that's come between. Do you know what I mean?
Boys, I'm gonna let boys. Sorry, boys. Boys, I'm going to leave now. I've been hearing this for days and days.
What do you mean you're fucking going, you silly cunt? You ain't going nowhere,
man. Hey, I speak to you every day. I speak to you every day.
We're on live, you ain't going nowhere, mate. You can't live this life on your own, surely.
Hey, fighting talk.
Give me a fucking headache.
Hey, fighting talk.
Go on,
hey,
go on.
You know, Danny's had a couple of brandy, mate. He'll travel right to your gas.
I know.
Belt, you know.
I speak to Danny every day. I spoke to him even today. Listen, but Danny, is that true?
I can't even see these comments, mate. I can't even see these comments, mate.
Neither can I, bro.
I've just had a WhatsApp message off Dougie, so I know it's definitely him in the chat, lad. I can't go off to see the message because I'm on here.
It's been nothing but respect the whole time, mate. It's been nothing respect the whole time.
I've been the same.
Everyone's got promised this, that, and the other, right? And no one's got nothing.
Yeah. I've been the same, Dan, and I got slated on a live. I couldn't believe it, but it's...
So Dougie Joyce is in the chat, yeah?
Yeah, he's just, look, so a message has just come in saying I'm going to send you the WhatsApp message, and I got one off Dougie. So I can't go off and read it because I'm on the chat, but he is in the chat watching.
No problem.
And look, yeah, wait there, just so everyone knows, right? I'm not protecting no one. There's the link.
No worries.
I don't want to put it on.
Boys, I've been on an hour and a half now. Can I sign out, boys?
I've lost the fish because of you.
I'm not going to go back.
No disrespect. Deval, you can message me if you want, for fuck's sake. Shut
Yeah,
up.
go on, I'll
Dan,
drop you a message,
Devel,
bro.
hey, Devel, just don't lose your spirit, bro. You're a good
No,
man.
bro,
lad.
listen, I'm mate, listen, I'm good as gold, mate. Listen, I'll be all right regardless. It don't bother me. Listen,
Yeah.
I mean,
You're a
I'll
good
do
man,
what I
bro,
do.
you
It don't
know.
matter to me. Win,
I've
lose, or
said,
draw. I'll do what I do, and it is what it is. Do you
I
know what
just
I mean?
look, I buzz off you, lad. You don't give a fuck, mate. You're different class, Dan. So,
Do you know what I mean?
good on you,
But
mate.
listen,
Just don't
Ditchy,
lose
oi,
your feet, bro.
get a fucking PB tonight, my boy.
Yeah. Hey, I've just missed the fish. I've just missed the fish on the fucking FaceTime to this cunt, and he's fucking getting off.
Go on. All right, well,
You
listen,
know,
boys,
you know,
yeah, all the
Danny
best.
Deval likes you when you get him a boy at the end of his talk. That's when you know Danny
Yeah,
Deval likes you.
Listen, Ditchy's a nice lad, man. He done a
Yeah.
video with Ben the other week, mate. He said the only person that he would actually come supporting the 3D, it was me. So no, I appreciate that.
Yeah,
No,
nah,
I got
Dan,
time for
I've said it today. Listen, I don't defend your name, so don't have to. So don't get on bad said, but I defend your name in private, mate. Don't worry, you're good stuff.
You're a
mate.
good lad, Ditch. I appreciate it, bro.
All right, so boys,
Much love to you. I'm jipping out now. It's been an hour and a half, all right?
Yeah, go on. I'm
I
shooting
can
off. She's
talk.
kicking off.
I'm editing you out of this and just doing mine and Danny's interview, yeah?
Yes,
Well,
mate.
we'll jump on
Yes,
together,
mate.
Ditch. We'll sort that out anyway.
Much love to you all, right?
Go on,
Liam
boys, go on,
Ditchy,
boys.
thank
I'm
you
off
for
to
having
anyway.
me on.
Sound,
Danny
boys.
Deval,
Yeah,
look
go on,
after
Dan. I'll speak
yourself,
to you soon,
buddy.
bro.
See you
Much
later,
love to you all.
Ciao, boys.
Well, people, I've tried, and you know, I don't think you could get a more honest chat with amongst the lads. So, yeah, don't know what you think. It's the likes if you liked it. It's probably the most honest you've heard out of anyone lately. So, I'll give it 10 more minutes. And I'm getting off the fish. I've only put my rods out once. Copper slacking here, mate, because of you lot. But it was a good little chat. A few decent people came on. And I'm going to go off in a minute and read Dougie's WhatsApp, but there's the link for anyone who wants to come on. I get what you're saying, but I don't think he's ever been that type of fella on here, to be honest with you. I think he's got his head screwed on a bit. So yeah, I'll shoot tonight, people, but you'll probably hear back off me again because I think we can do well just off having a nice chat, man. So thanks for sharing my post, Ditch. You're just seeing it. No worries, bro. You were offering people work, bro. Anything good, I'll always. What the trolls don't realise, bro, and like people trying to make a platform on here. If you just message me, lad, or just speak a bit of sense or truth, I'll happily help anyone. Fight and talk, you're a good channel, bro. The Fuse UK, mate, proper channel. Tight lines. I'm gonna get all new mods on here, I think. I'm just going back to some of the art chat. So yeah, the likes if you like the people. Ricky Millwall, tell me about it, Paul. I haven't got a clue what I'm doing on here, mate. And yeah, you're all good people, man. I like what you're doing. I like. Listen, just being honest on here is better because when there's snide, there's always shit to come out in the end. So, but we've had a good chat with everyone today. Yeah, anyone's welcome, man, and you'll get the best out of anyone on here because it's honesty. So, yeah. Sweet Marshall, appreciate that, mate. I think he will one day, I think I'll probably get the best out of him, lad. So hopefully I can get Dougie on one day, mate. But people, I'm going to jump off. Hit the like for me, please, mate. Show a bit of support. I'm only doing what you're asking for, man. So, yeah. Thanks, everyone, for joining you. I'll speak to you again soon.